Hello everyone, my name is Notepad Anon and I write games for fun. So what are we doing today? Today we are going to Duwang, the game about horse girls. Yes! It's been a while since we've been Duwanging with horse girls. There's a tiny little bug on my screen and I just killed it. Welcome aboard. Hello, how is everyone doing? That's great. I can't actually hear you, but I know you're nodding in approval. But yeah, no, we're going to be Duwanging some more. I meant to get a lot more done during the break. I just didn't really do it. I opened it up a few times and something would come up, or I would open something else and then it would be a whole disaster area. But here we are, ready to Duwang. Also, I'd like to thank Mando, I'm going to assume New Zealand, as it says NZ, and the only people who say NZ are either 12-year-olds or people from New Zealand. So welcome aboard, Mando, New Zealand. So, the big thing here, for those who don't know, this is Table Derby. This is a tabletop role-playing game from Japan about playing girls who are in fact horses. Or horses who are in fact girls, depending on your interpretation of things. Now, Ume Mizume is an interesting franchise, as it's about girls who are horses, and horses who are girls. As you can kind of see here, these are our very special characters, including our central character here, Special Week. We have Silent Suzuka. I can't remember the end. I can never remember the other two horse girls. I just know the first two. I only really watched the first season. Did enjoy Table Derby. Did enjoy Pretty Derby though. A very cute series. Very odd series, but that's half the fun. But yes, we have been Duwanging the tabletop game, the Doujin tabletop game. We've uncovered some odd things about the game. Some of the more strange instances is, if we go all the way down here, this is your character creation system, where technically they don't want you to make your own character. They kind of just say don't make your own character. Use one of the sample characters or do a, quote, scratch character, where you technically aren't playing an original character, you're playing a character that already exists, but different. Because there's a lot of characters in the game and the series in general that just aren't really fleshed out at all because they're side characters, but they are all also, just a reminder, all real-life racehorses. Every single one of them is an actual racehorse that does exist. You're free to select any of these 31 original characters that you're allowed to make, or you just make one yourself, which they very much discourage in a weird way. And they do discourage that in kind of a weird way because they want you to select the scary cards and all the fun things there. Did you know that in terms of compatibility with humans, no, is or was a real horse, was, and possibly still is a real racehorse? Because again, remember, all of them are actually just racehorses that actually have the spirit of a racehorse. That's the canon reason. We don't question the logistics of Pretty Derby. We don't question the logistics of Pretty Derby. We don't question the deep, intricate lore, because I really don't think they did either. Help, I'm fighting the desire to drive 4 hours to see the Pippa billboard. I'm going insane. Why would you drive 4 hours to see the Pippa billboard? Don't do it. Don't see the Pippa billboard. Is there at least something else out there other than the Pippa billboard? If there is something else out there, then okay, then maybe you can justify going out there. But like, Fuddruckers. You want to go to Fuddruckers. There's a reason the Pippa billboard is in the middle of fucking nowhere, because absolutely no one. This is the first time in a while that I've actually got a soda. I don't drink soda, really. I didn't have anything to drink tonight. And my water's cooling down, so I've been like, okay. But yeah, as you guys see, we did a lot of this over the past time, and a lot of areas of expertise. We know how to make a character, at least, including the plethora of skills. Because welcome to my perpetual nightmare here. We're going to have to do a shit ton of skills, and luckily we're not going to be doing those today. Now, interesting note here about how the game is actually played. The game is played by virtue of making these Ume Mizume judgments. Now, the interesting bit here is that it's not like, I'm not going to be making make me a 2d6 roll or something like that. Not really. What you're going to be doing, if I go up here a little bit, maybe I find a good, what you're going to be doing, as you see up here, is building your ki, pretty much your burning spirit, and pushing yourself forward. Now, there's some interesting notes here. This is everything you do. Most actions you're doing on the field as well as off are going to be building this ki as well as reducing it. Because if you notice there's a sweet spot, most notably around the 10 range. About 8, 9, and 10 are your sweet zones, really. That's where you kind of want to stay around. And just about anything you do is actually going to be either giving you some or removing some. But if you notice up there at 15, you're actually losing 2 die at that point, where you're just as qualified as you are at 6. It has this weird thing of trying to hit a point in the middle, where you want to go as hard as you can, but not lose yourself a little bit. Now, interesting note here, as you kind of see here, there are multiple things. Motivation, technically I should be, this is a little bit different. Various different outcomes, the various different kinds of Mizume judgments. This is one of the interesting bits right here. If there's ever a time where you cannot increase your spirit when judging Ume Mizume, the use of skills and behavior during the race will be handled as normal. However, if your maximum value is 15 and you can't go further and you do get it, you technically make a failure check. You pretty much have to check that, like, if you have to make a decision to make sure that you're not losing your shit. Because if you do, failure represents serious physical damage, and mental exhaustion is something that must be avoided at all costs for the Ume Mizume, the people around her and her trainer. For those horse girls who are athletes who race for a living, it could be life-threatening. Yeah, this is the silent Suzuki, you break your fucking leg on the track. This is the idea of the breakdown here. I don't quite know where they're going to be going with this. Obviously, we're going to be cleaning some things up later on, but I just need to get everything translated first. But yeah, it's a little bit strange, to say the least. A little bit mystical, you might even say. So, what we're going to be doing... let me actually double check. I put this in the wrong location. You need to be up here. Yeah. This is actually based off of, I believe, Horse. So are you running in circles in this game or something? Well, actually, if I keep note of where I am, because I will lose my way if I don't. You're not entirely incorrect. The entire idea is that you're doing a fucking horse race. You are going from the start, and you have to haul ass around this entire track to be the win at the end. That's the funny thing, is that this is a horse racing game where you are the horse. This is a very Japanese game. Let me just put that out there right now. This game is fucking Japanese as shit. And that's the beauty of everything, as well as its beautiful disaster area, and why I am fascinated with this game. Okay, we're at scenario phase. I believe you should be heading to If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I am always here. You know how it goes. This is, as always, kind of a little bit of a odd situation. An odd thing to talk about. So if you do have any questions of why I'm doing certain things, feel free to ask. You want more friends than you want more than friends. You want enemies. It's only when you have rivals to compete with that you can push yourself to improve. El Condor I think that'd be Paso. El Condor Paso? Oh. Pasa, that's Horse. Yeah, there we go. Also, you ever want to know why... if you ever want to know why in God's name the Yakuza are gonna break your legs, it's this. This is the reason. Hello, fellow Yakuza. Please don't hurt me. I'm just an innocent boy translating Japanese horses. I'm an innocent member in this in this degeneracy. That's the fun part, right? I think I need to get a new chair one of these days. My fucking chair's been acting up on me. What's your favorite horse? My favorite horse in the Yume Mizume verse? That's a... I would say probably Special Week, because I like... It's a little bit basic to say, but yeah, I like Special Week. She's got that heart of a go-getter. I'm like, man, I am now incredibly invested in this, you know, horse girl's adventures. I need to know how it ends. Scenario phase covers, so story part of session. They run following introduction, description. Participation, introduction, participation, race, explanation, self-introduction. Translate, translate, please. I just want to make sure that this is actually like getting worded correctly, because it's introduction, explanation, and self-introduction in the drama scene. Okay. Using the power of AI technology, we can more accurately portray horse girls in horse girl situations. Imagine a 7-foot-tall buff man and horse girl. Yeah. Picture the Yakuza showing up to break your kneecaps because you decided to draw Ume Mizume porn. Which you don't do. Rule number 1 of the Yakuza, you don't fucking draw horse girl porn. And if you do, I will not protect you. You are a dead man. I don't want to fuck with that. I don't want to mess with the Yakuza, and I don't think you want to mess with the Yakuza. Because fun fact, the Yakuza are not like the funny Kiryu, I'm gonna be your best friend using the power of my fist. Nah, they'll just fucking kill you. They will just beat your ass. It will not be pretty. Alright, so technically this is gonna be explanation of the race. That's what we're going to be doing. It's introduction of the introduction race. Introduction phase. Table to review. The PCs are told about the races. They'll be the races and the events will take place at the school. GM will explain time setting, incidents, what facing, introduce the race they will be running. Use obstruction skills. If so, the skills will also be explained. Ella that was in charge of when everyone has introduced themselves. Yeah, welcome to Japanese game design, where let's have the like dedicated introduction phase, so we all know that we're all working together. This is going to be a very fun thing throughout this, you know, when I'm actually compiling everything, because I'm going to need to associate all of the side notes correctly. There's a lot of fucking side notes. Why are there so many side notes? Just why? Is it because you hate me? Ume Mizume, Tabletop, Table Derby 2 devs? Is it because do you crave my McNuggies? Do you secretly crave my nuggies? Let's do that. Just my chin for a second. Oof. Oh god. Go. There we go. There comes the boy. There we go. Negative event decisions. All right. After each character is introduced, everyone is given a negative event card. Yeah, because this game has fucking cards for everything. Prepared in advance. Cards distributed randomly at this time. The Ume Mizume, whom the card is dealt in that stage. Each player places skill negative card face down. Is recommended. Yes. Because this is a very Japanese way of doing games. Determination of... If you ever have any questions, again, do not hesitate to ask. This is a little bit of... It's a little bit esoteric, this game, so I need to... It's one of those things, like, if it needs an explanation, I'm gonna do the full explanation. Because it's a little weird. Let's see. The order in which scenes are created is so. The order the scenes are created is not left up to the players, but is determined in advance by a decision, and the drama scenes are created in order. Order the Ume Mizume judgment is performed. Roll the dice referring to the judgment value from the current ki respectively. The character with the lowest achievement value will make the drama scene and scenario in order, starting with the character with the lowest achievement value first. Remember that? So it's kind of a it's kind of a I guess it's kind of like a reverse way of doing it. You're supposed to start from the lowest. You start at the lowest and then go to the highest. But I guess at that point, the idea is that you're doing the drama scenes. You want to do the drama scenes to either build your ki up or try to solve your problems. Ooh, right there. Or try to solve your problems. And because you're doing that, going later is helpful because you're always going to be in other people's scenes. So it's like, okay, I've already solved my problem. I can now just worry about getting a skill or something. Which are also fucking cards. Because it's always fucking cards. Oh, I love cards. They're so much fun. What art? Drama scenes. Drama scenes. You're gonna be annoying, aren't you? So that wouldn't be 2, that would be heading 3, and then we... Or, alternatively, because it's its own fucking heading. Why are you your own heading? Stop that. Stop that right now, unless you're like... No, you just have a completely different heading for this. That's not an actual part of your headings. Awesome. I love. Every day is beautiful. Truly, this is a Duwang moment. No, they don't do it. So I guess if we want to do this correctly, since this would be scenario phase would be 3, you would be 3, then we would have to make you 4, I guess. You would be heading 4. Not heading 5. You'd be heading 4. Which would make you heading 3. Because this would be the same thing. Yeah, so I guess that would just how we're going to have to organize this. Unless this is the chart for. Is that it? Okay, wait, no, wait a second. No. No, you are not fucking with drama scene table. Okay, so this is the drama scene tables. These are how we do drama scenes. Okay, we're gaming. We are literally Neil gaming, everybody. What's your favorite fucking card? None of them. None of them at all. There are too many cards in this game, and I've I've dedicated myself to this. So I can't even start on like other games I've picked up that are in other languages, because I might not even Duwang one. I might not even like record myself Duwanging one, because I want to save it for an actual case. Once the cycle of drama scenes have been determined, let's learn about drama scenes, 'cause fuck yeah. Drama scenes. Well, only one cycle of drama scenes is performed for each character. Drama scenes are usually used to overcome negative events. When starting a scene, determine the situation. Place it in by waving the drama scene by rolling on the drama scene table to the left. If the player feels the situation is not appropriate or have their own vision of the scene, follow the results of the drama scene. The scene player responsible for the scene reveals his or her negative event card and describes the situation the character is in. Judgment: perform action idea to resolve the event. The Umezume judgment equals overcome judgment, whether or not the action was successful. Alright, easy enough to understand. You do a scene trying to get away from the problem. Overcoming judgment. Okay. There is a problem. We need to solve the problem. How do we solve the problem? Through horsing. Through horsing around. I live in a perpetual state of misery because I cannot escape horses. There is no God, only horse. I'm just horsing around. Yeah. That was the show from BoJack Horseman. Well, the fictional show anyway. I liked BoJack Horseman. It was a fun show. I need to actually finish the series. Yeah, I got to I think it was like the second to last season before I was like, wow, I am in like no condition to actually watch this. I am in abject misery. Wow. Like, it got real. I was like, damn. I just feel sad now. Let's check. Overcoming judgment. Judgment. Hello, my name is Gugment. Decision: face a negative event, remove it from one's skill set by resolving the core cause or distracting oneself is called an overcoming decision. Negative event is checked and its valued character's area of strength is added as a modifier. If it's negative, the negative modifier is added. You also receive modification from the characters in the friendship training described below. Modification from other characters in the friendship training. Don't believe... Actually, this might be the same. Yeah, from other characters... Yeah, you can... There we go. Yeah, described below. If the achievement value plus the added modifier equal to greater than the target value of the overcoming judgment, overcoming has been successfully. Increase your ki during this overcoming decision. Ki during this overcoming decision. I don't know what's... No. Fuck it. Yeah, during this overcoming decision, successful negative event card is excluded. Moved and training skill card, it can be drawn. Not be overcome, the character retains the event. If the judgment is completed, the result of the scene ends. The scene is replaced by a drama scene for the next. If everyone has finished the scene moves to the holiday action phase. Oh boy, the holiday action phase. I don't know why there's like 16 fucking things. Get up. It's just the way that it is. Let's see. Okay. Moment of truth. Friendship training. Hell yeah, everybody. Let's do some friendship training. God. If you do want to see here, you know what? I'll actually show people like what I'm doing. This is what I have to do for a vast majority of this text. Is I find where the little dot is right here, and then I just have to hit delete a few times. Because you got to organize everything like this so it reads properly, because if not, it's going to start breaking things up. And that causes things like DeepL to lose their fucking shit. They do not appreciate it. So just to kind of give you the process, as you can tell, I live a very difficult life of Duwanging. I don't even know if, that's not even legible. Like, that's the best part. It's not even like legible in the slightest. So we do that. Actually, wait. I just noticed something. We get something cut off. Yes, we did. We got cut off. We got this chopped off. Drum scenes, other overcoming decision called friendship training. Perform friendship training, cooperating character with PC. Must increase his remark by EI. If the character who's increased their spirits and perform friendship training rolls 1d6 before the overcoming judgment, the cooperating character can add that number as a positive modifier. When it's done, friendship training can appear in the scene, describe what action he or she helped. It's not possible to perform. Only one point of ki can be used for friendship training. You cannot add many dice rolls by increasing. You can only use 1 point for friendship training. It is not possible to add a lot of dice by raising. Yeah, this is quite literally just a thing reminding you how to play the fucking Only 1 point of ki. Only 1 point of ki can be used for friendship training. Increasing ki by a large amount will not allow you to roll many dice. The number of people can participate in friendship training. The more characters you enlist, the easier you will overcome negative events. Succeeds in overcoming. If a character who has cooperated in friendship training succeeds in overcoming the negative event, he or she can draw a training skill card. That's fascinating. That's really fascinating because effectively, for lack of a better word, the part that I think is kind of interesting here, there's a risk of breaking your brain since you're using the Infernal Devil Box anyway. Why aren't you using ChatGPT's image analysis directly from the screenshot of the PDF? I don't know how to do that, so no. Yeah, I don't know. It's just easier for me to do this. That and I don't know. I just not doing that. Then when you start getting into OCR things can also get a little bit wiggity wonky. Because even now again, you kind of even notice like ChatGPT is pretty good, but there are some little things it doesn't understand. And I would rather have to go through there with a fine-tooth comb and fix things up than have to go through an entire book, you know, doing editing work effectively. I already have to do that once, so I don't want to do it twice just to make sure everything actually got translated correctly. At the ending there. Oh, Jesus Christ, oh my. Okay. Here's how we're going to do this. How do we want to do this? Okay. Okay. No, I don't want to use... Okay, scene player behavior. Other player behavior. How do we want to do this? How do we want to accurately get this table across? Desperate times call for desperate measures. Okay, so here's what we're gonna make sure everything is right. Do 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 do. Probably looks like complete ass. Okay, doesn't look like complete ass, but that's what we do. Okay. Increase the size by number, just so I know I have enough room. Moonglum. Yeah, I went over Stormbringer last night. I went over the Stormbringer book. Stormbringer 5th edition is actually pretty good. I'm very happy Caffeine was like, please do please do BRP. I'm like, okay, I know BRP is pretty good. I've actually always been curious about the Stormbringer books. Never really had the time to ask them, which does remind me slightly. I'm gonna check my email because I actually had to send some guy an email being like, hey, is this you? Like, it's a really like specific name. Oh, he did send me it. Yeah, there's has discuss answer any questions. Best Jimmy. Interesting. Hello, Mr. Blaine. Interesting, which we get to talk about him a little bit. Yeah, one of the fucking guys who worked on Elric, the 1993 version of Elric. Now works at a law firm in Arizona. He's like a big shot lawyer. Well, that's interesting. That's very cool. Yeah, see, this is why I love actually looking at things, being like, hey, yeah, we actually found a dude. And I find that cool. I do always find finding people and being like, yeah, this is a person who exists, and you should totally look at him. It's a kind of a shame. I mean, he's definitely not in the industry anymore. That's kind of like one of those like kind of funny. It's one of those like funny things where you always gotta like remember being like, yeah, this guy is not in the industry at all anymore. Like, why the fuck would he be? Like, oh man, why isn't the guy who wrote the parrying rules in Elric in the industry? Because he's a fucking lawyer. Yeah, because he is a fucking lawyer. Like, why would he? Why the fuck would he bother being here anymore? You're wondering what we're doing here. We're going to have to make the table. We're effectively going to have to remake this table. Therefore, I'm just slowly and steadily trying to make sure everything looks correct. We should have enough space. I don't think we're gonna run out of space, so I'm not too worried about that. I am slightly concerned with some of these smaller tables, but that's kind of that's kind of life when it comes to that. I haven't really had to do this for any of the tables because most of them have been pretty simplistic. I need to do it this one because it's a fucking flowchart, and flowcharts are the bane of my existence. Death the flowcharts. Flowcharts are good. I think they are somewhat underutilized these. Mostly because I think people like see a flowchart and like, oh, this is horrifying. Even though you really shouldn't be thinking that because flowcharts are usually there to help you. The rules lawyer is real. Anyway, if you're gonna have to remake the table, might as well remake the horse shaped for flavor. We can't make everything horse shaped. Not every single thing needs to be horse shaped. Only a majority of things. Drama scene. Hello. Okay, so we need to go to Verdana. I said Verdana because Verdana's our font for this. Drama scene flow. We got that flow. Drama scene flow. Which we can't make everything horse-shaped. A coward. I don't make the rules, Noonie. I just follow them. Well, technically I do make the rules. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make this as brokenly elegant as we can. I'm otherwise known as me clicking every wrong button. I have like 6 windows open currently, all trying to like juggle individual places. Scene player behavior. We need to go here. We need like 24. And see, we're going to I guess you know what, we'll keep it with English, we'll keep it with US. Other player behavior. Other player behavior, which leads to you go. Shake the scene table. Roll on the scene table. Roll on the scene table. Roll on the scene table. Yep, we roll on the scene table. We select you. We go all the way back here. We select you. Scene description. Select you. Go here, which we do. We stick with no, I don't think. What we're gonna do, though, we're just gonna do the headings before the body font, because that's gonna be the complicated. Overcoming judgment. So this is gonna be success or fail. Let me just double check. Success is on the left. That's Ba-da-dum-dum. Is this a better non-combat game? This is a combat-focused game. Thank you very much. Has the drama scene and the drama scene ended for all players. Luckily, it very clearly labels what the hell are the horses fighting? Themselves, ethical. It's a battle of passion. You don't understand. It's a war of attrition with the self. Our beats, our heart, my soul's friendship training. I'm gonna keep friendship training because that shit, it works for what the purpose is. 22. Can we keep you? Need to keep you at 20 friendship training. Da, 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 da. If the decision was successful. I'm doing my best here, guys. And so we beat on horses against the track, borne ceaselessly into the past. Yeah, okay, alright, the great ethical, how you doing? Training acquisition of skill cards. Because quite literally, if you have friends and they come to help you, you're training them to beat the shit out of you later. Like they are training to beat you. They're training to win and you to lose. It's like, oh shit. Oh fuck. Alright. We gaming. Bringing acquisition of skill cards, which this section. Here, select 1, 2, select all of you. Words, reveal negative event cards, create scenes that are aligned with the event. Friendship trading is needed. Other PCs can be recruited. It is interesting. There's a little bit of interest when you realize that like you can actually like petition people to help you just as much as you can be like, fuck off, I don't want you in my friendship event. Get the fuck away from me, bitch. I don't need you in my friendship event. Thank you very much. Let's see how. You create scene. Horse girl training is serious fucking business, by the way. Like, create scenes. Now we do this, Judge. If you ever want to know like why this game is taking for as long as it is because of this. Overcome decisions with modifications, areas of strength, modification through friendship training. Yeah, no, we hit him at strength. It's the 15 font, right? Damn you, English being just a little bit bigger. I could probably use a tighter font, but I've stuck with Verdana, so we are sticking with Verdana, ride or die. Ride and dare I say die. This is going to be the fucking holiday phase. Go to holiday phase. Fuck are you? You're gonna tell me how to re-roll the dice, aren't you? Because that's how these games work. Reason spirit, another point. Friendship training, spent by 1 point. So yeah, you are effectively feeding the. Interestingly enough, if I'm doing this correctly, if everything is everything is being presented here correctly, this does lead to a very fascinating situation where you are effectively encouraged. The first person will effectively almost always fail because you're going to be rolling, because you're not going to have very high ki. So you want to do friendship trading with everybody, because if you do friendship trading, by raising your ki by 1 point, friendship. Friendship provides the scene player plus 1d6 to their there we go. You're effectively gimping. It's a weird situation where you're effectively gimping yourself by working with your friends. Actually, not the other way around. You are gimping yourself by not working with your friends. But your friends most likely do not want you working with them because you're going to fuck them over in the race. Do you know that in France, who are legally allowed to steal the property of Englishmen due to legal loophole? This has been recently state verdict noose. If you don't believe me, look up the noose loophole. See, the beautiful thing about that is, you know that's incorrect because the English would have immediately yelled at them about it. So... there we are. Here's the 2 pages. Do not need you for the foreseeable future. Okay, back to business. It's business time with business. They're gonna talk about the negative events. Okay, let's talk about the negative events, kids. Negative events, when everything goes wrong in your fucking life because God hates you. I keep clicking on the wrong thing, even though I can clearly see that it is that. Because this may come as a surprise, but I'm a fucking idiot. Oh. So this is where a vast majority of the actual like game probably comes in. Nega events, negative events, please. Events, negative events. Not nega event, negative events. There's some problems, troubles that the humans may be facing. Most nega events. Why have you gone to nega events? No, negative events. Negative events. Skills, which participant characters at the start of every session. Every day, the humans are struggling to overcome their trouble and hit them, and every day the humans are struggling to overcome the troubles that hit them. Next challenge they face. The girls struggle to overcome their own troubles and the next challenges. They struggle every single day. You wake up in the morning, scream, continue the day. Wake up, yell, die. I wake up in the morning and I want to die. Let's see. We do that. Overcome by making a decision. When a goddamn negative event. Here's the friendship training we'll gain. So it counts as a skill. So you see, that's the funny bit. Like, this is the funny bit, is that if you keep your negative skill, it still counts as a skill and you're not getting rid of it. And it's like, oh, sorry. It's like, oh, you want to be happy? No, sorry. You have to live with the struggle in front of you constantly because God hates you. Lack of training. Let's see. Overcoming value. Doesn't look like they're very high of fatness. Social game, chicken man, chatting with friend, too little time, can't practice. Literally, this is the get you fucking fat. Each time the round of the race phase. See, this is horrifying because it's like, oh yeah, you're just horribly out of shape. And because you're horribly out of shape, your spirit is raising too fast. And if your spirit raises too fast, you just fucking fall over and die. Yeah, that's my favorite episode of Ume Mizume, you know, where fucking Special Week has a heart attack and dies. Horse posting at the scheduled interval. See you soon, not for more not of hot torture. Caught some English fishermen, to be honest, got a naval battle because England didn't restrict fishing certain part of the year while France does. Hope you saw my suggestion to the doc as well. They are very terrible. Spirited country in the world. Ah, yes, Spirit, otherwise known as hamburgers. Yes, I did see your suggestions. Dutifully noted. It is funny, people keep commenting on the Natamon documents. And it's like, you do realize I am in the process of working on this, guys. Hey, why isn't this fixed? 'Cause I'm working on it. Guys, please. Give me some time. Give me a moment. I need to get there. Okay, so we do modification. Okay, let's correction by field of expertise. Modification by area of expertise. Okay, it's gonna be this. You're gonna be heading for, which I just want to do this, which is going to be because area of expertise are effectively your attributes. Like let's just call a spade if we know. And when we are calling spades, life gets a lot easier. Section, the negative event describes the area. Person making a judgment will get a positive modifier for the judgment. So literally, if you get something like this, it's like, yeah, get your friend out. Be like, you gotta go training. Let's go training with us. Like, have no fear, friendo. You won't die of a horrific heart attack. Man the fuck up. Wake the fuck up, samurai. It is interesting that like they are like mandatory. Negative event card. Oh, whoa, chili dog. I could never say whoa like in any other way than like, oh, whoa. There's a fucking Sonic adventure. Like, it haunts me to this day. I'm not even a Sonic fan. I've never really been a Sonic fan. I don't get it. I don't get why people are like obsessed over that fucking franchise. It's a problem. But ever since I watched, I think it was Maxor did a video on the fucking Sonic game. Wow! Ever since I saw that, I've been a worse human being. Like my life has got significantly worse because that's all I can say. Whoa. Sonic was a mistake. That's the first rule of just about anything you should learn. Negative. Why are you doing this, please? Hello, my negas. I said nega. N-E-G-A, Amazon, please. Event number. Roberto. Roberto, we need help. Bippity boppity boopity. Please, help. They stole my spaghetti. Mario, we need help. Negative fields. The negative ends. Sopranos, except it's just Sopranos, except it's just Mario. That exists out there. I hope you do know that. Like, modulation. I don't think it's modulation. I'm gonna make a wild guess. No, it's modulation. Okay. What's it gonna call it? Flavor text. Flavor text. Flavor Town. Do we actually have a Guy Fieri place around here now? Effective modular. Okay, we gotta stretch. Okay, hey, let me. Oh Jesus. Let's see. You need to live and learn. Sonic Underground. Sonic and its consequences have been a disaster for the human race. Yeah. Hey, did you hear about the funny Wizard of the Coast thing? Yeah, that was like. This is the funny thing. This is the fucking hysterical thing. This is exactly what people were asking for, and then when they did it, they're like, no, don't do that. This is exactly what people were wanting. It's like, hey, I think half-orcs are a bad way of wording this. You shouldn't do that. I think half-elves are bad. And then they're like, okay, no more half-elves, no more half-orcs. There's just elves and orcs, being this like, oh my god. But I know the reason. Here's the thing. This is the funny thing. I know the reason. And the reason is so they can sell you, most likely, the half races and get all their special bonuses later on. They just want to sell you that individually. I find that very funny. That entire creator showcase has been nothing but a fucking comedy. That entire thing has been nothing but a comedy tour. It's great. I don't know what anyone's complaining about. That shit is hilarious. The number of shit coming out of that. If you didn't read the Global South article, that shit was comedy fucking gold. That was hysterical from the beginning to the end. And people, and like Wizards of the Coast, just like the weird fucking questions they got fielded, the weird amount of, just the entire disaster. Yeah, will you pay for therapy for third-party and independent creators? And their response was hysterical. Like, no? Maybe? Like, there was like a sense of genuine befuddlement. Because how the fuck do you answer that question? How in God's name do you how do you answer that question? You don't. You just don't. Because there isn't a right answer. Because no matter what you do, you're going to be labeled as either a fucking idiot internally or externally. Because no company wants to do it. Be like, oh, well, Wizards of the Coast employees got that. And we're pretty much like Wizards of the Coast. Like, no, you're not. You're third party and independent creators. You aren't part of Wizards. They can claim to be part of the D&D family. You're not. You aren't even freelancers. Freelancers, they pay, and they actually have to have like there are like laws and shit about freelancing. There are laws and protections for people signing contracts and shit like that. It's contract law. That's what it is. If you write a third-party supplement about how much you want, I don't know, like quadrilateral fucking cowboys in D&D, you are not entitled to jack shit. Arguably, you're signing a contract saying they don't have to give a shit. They are the literal they do it for free meme. And I think that's what people have like are slowly beginning to like, I don't know like how it took them this long to realize that's like, you do realize, guys, you do realize that you aren't employees of Wizards of the Coast. They don't give a shit about you, guys. They do not care. And you could say like, oh, well, this is the thing that they've cultivated over the years. Not really. I mean, they haven't cultivated it. It's just how it's the mold that's grown on the shower curtain, okay? That's what it is. Let's call a spade a spade. And it's not hurting anybody yet, so you don't want to do anything about it. Or in this case, the issue here is that it's a parasite that's actually useful. And it's like, oh, well, we benefit from this, so we're not going to change it. Being like, please stop it. Like, please stop it, please. It's one of those things like what I, kind of like what I was telling people in the TSL video. It's just like when the gaze turns away, you know, when TTRPGs aren't cool anymore, what's going to happen? Because even in the past, like, till otherkin storm the Wizard of the Coast headquarters. Nah, they won't do jack shit. No one's gonna do jack shit like that. Because what'll happen is someone is gonna make a game that's going to be, I can't believe it's not D&D, and they're gonna have all these different races in it, but the different races aren't gonna do anything because that's not the point. Your orc is going to be at the exact same quality as a halfling. Because I think that's probably what they want to do with a lot of like the ancestry stuff and things like that. I mean, hell, that's still like one of the best-selling books on drive-thru is like the ancestries and lineages. I think that's what the book is called. I've never actually read that book. All I know is that people get mad at it. People get mad at that book and people get like frustrated with it. It's very funny. It's like the combat wheelchair thing. Like nobody, like I do not know a single human being who's ever used the combat wheelchair, and I don't think anybody ever will. But it's not about that. It's about, you know, it's the fact that it's out there. It's kind of like the ancestries being like, I don't think anyone sitting around the table gives a shit if you're playing a fucking half elf. No one cares. But yeah, it's a combat wheelchairs game of political football, exactly. And I think this like race and ancestry thing, it's just like, what were people thinking was going to happen? That's my, like, I'm actually like genuinely wondering, like, what were people thinking was going to happen? Did they think that they were going to add like special racial options or something, or just remove race entirely? They can't do that. If you remove race from D&D, Jesus fucking Christ, the game breaks down. Because that's a shit ton of character options that are now gone. And how are you gonna sell things? You can't really say like, oh well, here's a new race in the book. Well, what? No, the races don't matter anymore. Everyone is equal. And because everyone is equal, no one is equal. You know how it goes. You know, it's everyone can play a tiefling, everyone can play a human. And I'm amazed. See, this is the funny thing. I'm fucking amazed they kept tieflings. I am astounded. I know it's because they make money, like, I know it's just tieflings make money. I know that. I'm not stupid. I ain't stupid. But it's really funny. They're like, oh, well, here it's like half elves and half orcs are gone. But the It's it's how do I want to word this? The half elves and half orcs are gone. But the tieflings, the literal products of a malevolent being and a person, are fine. Even though probably, let's be honest, Dad isn't in the picture anymore. I find that very funny. I find that hysterical even. Even though, here's the thing, this is going to be the worst thing. They're going to reveal the orc or whatever, and it's going to be the exact same shit as a half orc. It is going to be the exact same thing, copy and fucking pasted. This said, it's an orc now instead of a half orc. There's going to be no cosmetic changes to it. Because you can't make any you legitimately cannot make any changes. They already did show the player orc stats? Oh damn, I didn't see that. Or D&D 1. Well, it's not D&D 1 anymore, and isn't. It's D&D revised, like 5e revised or something. Like, it's pretty much just 5e. Well, it was like 5.5. They are a full-on race with traces of blood from generations ago. Oh. Yeah, generations ago, blood. Oh god, yeah. I thought that was just Forgotten Realms, but I guess that's is universal. Yeah, no, here, I haven't really gone over any of the playtest stuff, just because I'm not really fascinated in it. Because I knew it was going to be 5e. Because, like, I knew from the get-go, D&D 1 is just going to be 5.5. That's all it's going to be. It's not even going to be 5.5. Because they have no reason to change it over. Yeah, fiends are no longer evil. But why? But I bet you this. This is the funny thing. I bet you, dimes for dollars, angels are still lawful good. And, holy beings are still lawful good. If they put down to, like, lawful neutral, I can kind of see it. But it's like, come on, guys, come on. I know how you... It's even more video gamey and Pathfinderish. I hate it. So, Celestials are bad guys half the time anyway. I mean, it makes sense. Those are fucking scary. I played Planescape Torment. I don't fuck with angels. Them fuckers spooky. You want to eat your butt. Those guys just want to eat your ass, and not in a friendly way either. They just want to kill you. They're very scary. Maybe we should play Planescape Torment on stream one day. Planescape Torment would be a terrible fucking game to stream. Jesus. That would be the worst goddamn game to play. White McQueen. I know White McQueen is not it. White McQueen. Horse. Majira McQueen. There we go. Hello, Majira McQueen. Majira McQueen. Hi. I don't know why that's so fucking funny. Majira McQueen, Ume Mizume fucking fandom wiki. Just a picture of a fucking horse. Yeah, here it's here's our various horse girls. Yeah, this is Majira McQueen. Majira-san. Oh god. Kind of white horse girl to control herself and for a white horse girl. I have a feeling that isn't quite how it's being worded. Daughter of the Majiro. There we go. Is important for a white horse girl. Like, oh, For to have good rest, necessary horse for the daughter of the Majiro to strive to control herself and for the white horse girl. Very specifically, the white horse girl. Nobody else. Sorry. If other horses. Fucking goddamn it. Oh, all right. You've learned about horse racism yet again. Well, it's like the fucking racist Ruby meme. Not the racist Ruby meme. The homophobic Ruby meme, isn't it? That's been going around recently. That I think is completely fucking manufactured, by the way. That shit is manufactured. Dude. In Pathfinder, you disagree with Celestial, you get blasted with a horn until you shut up or die from sonic damage. Yeah, Pathfinder 2e is such a fascinating game. I will say that. I've been playing it. Pathfinder 2e is like, I can't put my finger on, like, on one hand, I really like just the pure amount of bullshit options you have. Like, you have options to do just about anything. On the other hand, it's also Pathfinder 2e where there's an action for everything and a feat for everything, where it's like, oh, geez. There's so many, it's so weird. You're like, I don't want to take, like, there's so many feats in Pathfinder 2nd Edition. You don't want to take any of the feats, and you get drip fed them so much. It's like, oh. So yeah, no horsemen, and now white horse girls, and white girls, white girls. There we go. Sorry, I just had my hand slipped. We can't sing that naughty song, nor can we sing "There's no cock like horse cock, send your asshole in the shock." We can't sing that, everybody. That is a naughty song. We are unable to sing. Because white girls do not fuck dogs. We know that. Come on. People wonder why I'm not more successful. Well, no, Pat, why are you not? Why don't you have more subscribers? Why don't you have the... Because I don't think people quite realize that I am a belligerent-less fucking fool. I am a fool. Just a silly clown. Let's see, holiday behavior. Choosing one of the holiday behaviors to perform, adjusting the skills, using the race phase until it's up to the skill limit. A horse girl spends her holiday just for a race called holiday behavior. Holiday action. It's literally just repeating it itself, I guess. I guess. All right, fuck it. Oh, ume mazume, uma mazume. Uma Mazuma spends her holiday row, holiday row. Holiday behavior. You can choose one of the type behavior to perform in a scene. These aren't a scene, so you don't need to describe. Remedial trading, taking day off, outing, health room. Let's double check. Something stands a little bit. Supplementary rest going out. Infirmary. Rest going out. There we go. Supplementary. I guess it's the same. I guess it's the exact same thing. It's just. These seem a little bit nicer. Yeah. So rest going out. Infirmary. Okay. So all of these are going to be the examples. There we go. So we need to do that. You're going to be supplementary training. So we need to make you heading for Here comes the boy. Mm. 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 Countermeasures. Secondary. Further study the race, countermeasures carried out. School's library with teachers and trainers. When you perform remedial, when you supplementary, supplemental training, you discard one of your own training skill cards and choose one in your own remedial skill card. Mental skill cards to acquire. You can choose which of the remedial skills. I don't think these are correct. Supplemental skill cards you want to acquire. These are more skills. The order you choose, the more skills you need. GM will prepare skills for you. Yeah, I'm probably going to have to make a decision on that when we get to it. Because it says supplementary lessons. Have we already mentioned remedial? No. I guess we do have supplementary skills. Yeah, so that is correct. The supplementary skills are special skills, effectively. I'm assuming those are like special skills that you can get if you do this particular action. If you do this thing, you get to choose from kind of like more of a I'm assuming more of a curated list of like, hey, we know this isn't like the ideal, however, doesn't really. So you're going to be rest, which rest isn't going to be too complicated. Let me just do rest. What do we gotta do? Taking rest in your room and home and relaxing. When you take a rest, you instead just reduce your spirit, which is actually pretty decent. If you spike it too high. If you spike it too high, it's actually quite dangerous for you. Going out. I'm assuming going out's gonna be your way to build. That's gonna be your way to spike your ki. Because spiking your ki is also a very valid tactic, because that's going to allow you to roll more dice. The difficulty being is that you're rolling a shit ton more dice, as well as getting ready to kill yourself, because you're going to be rolling not as efficient dice. That's what 95% of this game is efficiency maxing. Going out shopping and having fun with your friends. Refresh your move. Selecting an outing. Like outing. I think that works. So an outing raises your motivation by going out shopping and have fun to refresh. You can choose outing with one or more person. In this case, the addition to you increase the motivation. You can also roll on the outing chart. Two types of outing charts, one for 2 people, one for 3 or more. When you roll an outing table, your skills and abilities do not increase your relationship. Basically, some outings have a character part like A, B, or C. Sometimes result outing dice. Outing is a dice roll between characters participating in the outing, and the characters are in an A in the order of the big. So depending on the outing, you're going to be able to get more things. So this is your ability to build a relationship with your friends, or just raw increase your motivation. Increasing your motivation is the is the major benefit. However, you can also get the minor benefits of, hey, we're working with our friends, and I might be able to get something out of this. Because we're all in this together, except that time when we're not, then we're racing, but don't worry, because we're owned by the same dude. Technically, no one owns horse girls in this. The only people who own a horse girl are her adoring fans. They own her. Because we are idols. Isn't sure her doctor treatment infirmary can be basically used when negative yeah, at one point for the kaitsu. Interesting. So this is your ability to literally go to the doctor to remove events that are like really badly influencing. However, you're spiking your ki, so this is how you spike your fucking ki. Blah blah flavor text +1, blah 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 favor text for 1d6. Yeah, you joke, but yeah. Or you end up in things where it's like, oh, well, you need to be a master in society to like read lips. It's like, why isn't this just a roll? Or you end up with like 6 different reactions for things. It's less like, it's like, oh, that's cool. That's neat. It's neato burrito. Cool. Let me check, because we've been having more schizo conversations in the server recently. To the point where I'm thinking of cracking down on some people. I think some people need to get Gorbinoed. Nobody likes Gorbinoing. So it's like, please behave your fucking selves, you fucking troglodytes. But I don't want to behave myself, Mr. Notepad. I want to be a menace. Well, then you have to live with the fact that you are a Gorbino. You are a Gorbino quest player. But I don't want to be a Gorbino. I want to be a real boy. I mean, like, well, you're not. Gorbino. Mr. Notepad, please. Spare me. No. There will be no more. You will not be happy. No one deserves to be happy. Not one of you. Not any of you. No. C'est la vie. Such is life in the city. C'est la vie. C'est la vie. Da, 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 da. Adjustment of the number of skills. Adjustment skills. All the action checks, the training skill cards, and other cards attained so far. Select the skills to be used in the race. For level 1 characters is 4, except Umemazume specific or generic Umemazume skills, which have maximum. Skill cards for those who exceed the upper limit are returned to the GM at the end of the holiday action phase. If your skill cards are within the maximum skills, you do not need to make special selections. You can bring all the skill cards you have into the race phase. Umemazume specific skills. Generic Ume skills or skills the character is fixed, and so they cannot be brought back to the GM. Return to the GM. The same applies to skills that become my skills. You know, when you acquire them, you level up. The climax of the game will depend on the skills you get. Check your skills, predict the developments of your opponent's want, and choose the best strategy you can think of. When everyone is finished, prepare the skills, and the holiday action phase is over. Move on to this phase. These are, yep, these are all of the charts. Oh boy. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. Insert table 1, 6, 7. You don't need to be very. You don't need to be very big. You don't need to be big. Sized. You technically are your own thing. This is your Ki building. This is the description, and then this is that. If I do something like this, this is not going to be nearly enough space. I can tell you that. This as I'm not going to do these tonight. I just want to set up the table. I just want to set this up because if we set this up, I can just sit down and do it one day. Skill name. These are the supplementary skills. Supplementaries. I love tables. I love tables. They're so much fun. I can't save myself. There is no dreams here. Only pain. Okay. Let's see. I mean, how many can there possibly be? There's only 11, and then these are going to be the outing charts. Fucking outing charts. Sword World, there are spells to summon demon battlers. Another spell to change its costume. That's what I call a great system. No, there have been some other people, Migdru, so your AI rants are fascinating. Don't agree with them entirely, but I understand where you're coming from. It's been some other people. Recent people anyway. People that I'm like, are you a federal agent or not? I always love like having some like debatable moment being like, is this a federal agent? And never a pleasant time to be like, there's like a 50-50 you are in fact working for the US government. Like, you know, sometimes we like to play fast and loose here on the Notepad and on Sprug Workshop. When the feds get involved, I ain't that daring. Sorry, Fed boys. My biggest enemy is giving up. Special Week. Hey, look everyone, it's Special Week. The protagonist of the first series, I think. We finally hit the race phase. Now, you may be looking at this being like, Notepad, this is only page 44. There's a good reason for that. this is effectively the end of the book right here. Like this, we have we have about 14 pages left because this is just a scenario. Yeah, so this is not a very big book. This is a very small book, relatively speaking. They just jam pack a lot of information in this. But that's a very Japanese way of looking at things as well, because that's how the Japanese like to write their books. Which, genuinely speaking, I've been slowly shifting my my design things to be like, maybe I should just be making these little doujin instead. I'm not saying that as like I'm a weeb and I'm a weeb and I wanted to be Japanese. But no, I'm saying this to be like, these are a lot more efficient and a lot easier. What is a race? I'm like, the race phase with the humans compete on the racetrack. The racetrack and the distance are run known in advance. The contestants compete to see who can run the fastest in front of a large audience. Everyone runs for first place, but there are some who run solid races aiming for places 1 to 3, where they're likely to be selected as singing members in the winning live, or placed in the top 6, where their names will be displayed on the electric board. The rules of the Table Derby 2 deal mainly with turf and dirt races, mainly URA, but not with obstacle races or other special races. Okay, special week. You wanna... Yeah, Fed posting. 44 has a numerological significance then, because sounds like stillbirth or something. 44 in Chinese is effectively dead, because she sounds like she, which is death. There's a reason, like, in like Chinese buildings and stuff, there won't be like 4th floors and shit. Like, they won't name things with 4. It's that much of a big superstition. Like, 44 is like super nega awful numbers. Like, that's like, you are fucked if you get 44 on something. Like, just count the numbers. You are already goofed. You are dead. You are not gonna have a fun time. Life is plotting against you, and the only solution is running. Wherever I go, I must run. Let's see. Okay, we got time. Race phase divided 4 main rounds. Start, turn 2, turn 3, the finish line. These 4 rounds are start, second, third, corner. Why is that written that way? Race is defined 4 rounds. Start second corner, third corner before the goal. Start second corner, third corner. The position is mainly competed, and the correction values are added at the finishing judgment at the front of the goal. The horse girl with the highest achievement value at the final judgment is the winner of the race. So you can still be behind pretty bad. You might literally be behind for a good chunk of the race. But if you roll well at the end there, you can still win. If everybody rolls shit, or you got a secret weapon, kind of up your sleeve a little bit, that gives you like a big advantage. My bet, this is going to be my psychic powers here going on. is you're going to get bonuses for every, if you are effectively in first place, you're getting larger bonuses, but you're burning yourself out more. So it's like you're not being as efficient to like kind of claim the higher ranking later on. If you are behind, you probably have still some ability left, but not like a super lot. So it's kind of like it's like, do you want a commanding lead, or do you want to kind of stay in the middle but get reliable? Do you want to be reliable, or do you want to be efficient? Time to invoke my oh, that's not good. Oh, Emoclore. I'm gonna have to see at this point. Slowly and steadily, I've gained the ability to become a redrawer. It's so over. It's Jover, everybody. We never began. Millions must wake at 5:30. How's it going? Horse. We really are horsing around, everybody. I've done that for everybody who's asked. Also, Wuso, you're thinking of China. Okay, no, I'm going back to sleep. As you can tell, Manly, I'm very awake. I don't know what you're talking about. We're slowly going through here. No one bought Horse Manly today, though. I will say that. No one did buy Horse Manly. Oh, sweet Jesus, mother of fucking God. Oh, Japan. Machine gun no kisu. My mom wants to learn how to listen to books on her phone, and I'm going to have to probably help her out with Audible. Say the line, Horse Jack. Yeah, I'm horsing around. Yay! Patriotic horsewife is too based. Yeah, I was actually looking around. There's one other horse girl VTuber that I know of. There's one other horse girl VTuber. There is they have one particular problem though. If we go to a horse girl VTuber, yeah, it's, you get here, And then you get this one, which at first I was like, oh, this looks like a fun design. Then I listened to their voice, and then I wanted to kill myself. Eris von Jabberwock. Technically, this is a pre-made one. That's just a centaur, I think. I don't think you quite got the idea that it's not what people want when they say horse girl, but... Exoria the Sun Eater. VTubers were a mistake, everybody. I'm sorry. VTubers were a mistake. Mashallah, we shall find judgment. Gonna have to tell my mom. She might be amazed that she can actually go to sleep not watching television, but she can go to sleep instead listening to books, because I don't think she realizes her TV can do that. Have no fear, my mom doesn't want to go to sleep. Let me turn on the Peter Jackson, let me, no, it wouldn't be Peter, let me turn on the full reading of Tolkien's work real fast. That'll put her right the fucking sleep. Game of Thrones narrated by Sean Bean. 10 hours. Honestly, he would be pretty good narrating it. I'm not gonna lie. Sean Bean is just he's just Sean Bean. Shame he always fucking dies. Ozo. Me send by. Race development, progress around the racetrack. God help us all. Do you literally, yeah, I think you literally need like to print this map out, or at least have it available. Pace, position, distinction. If the lead character determines a pace distribution, all characters move to that pace. 2. Okay, maybe if we get some... I'm assuming these are going to be the legs. Indicates the position of the runners. So this would be 3 to 7. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so 3 is the leading position, 4 is the front, 5 is the back, and 6 is the last, and 7 is lagging. So yeah, so these are the various positions. So that's where you want to jockey yourself for the positions. So every round you're effectively competing for your position. That's the best way to kind of word it. You're competing for a very particular position. And it's like, okay, where are you on the map? And like, probably, if I'm going to be a wild guess, like, hey, please like mark where you are. Exactly. 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8 is right here. Round increase maximum. Round increase maximum number of people, modification to the decision. In order, the following information is given each round: the value of the increase in spirit, the maximum number of people who can be in the position, value of the modification that is applied to this settle the case. So it's pretty much saying, hey, let's see, temperament increase when moving. This wouldn't be temperament. This is going to be EI increase when moving. Increase in spirit required when moving a position. If the value is 0, there is no in. So this would be. This is 9. So if you actually want to like move in like the second, like the second leg seems to be like the one where you're gonna spike your fucking ki either. And you're going to be probably burning yourself out if 10 is to be believed. Let's see what 10 is. Leads. Indicate the leads that can be attained for the position. What the fuck does this mean? Alright. Strategic battle points. Alright, fuck it. Strategic battle points. Cool. I'm down for strategic battle points. Hopefully they explain that. Because I'm sure as hell certain that they won't. Play the voice. No, we're not playing the voice. You can look it up yourself. Let's see. How far? You know what we're gonna do? I'm gonna see if I can't get this section done, but first I'm going to go to the bathroom. Oh, goodness. Okay. Let's get down to business. To write some horse. Did they send me sons when I asked for girls? Da da da, it's a fucking horse. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Yeah, let's finally get some fucking answers. Okay, we're gonna get some answers about what the fuck a strategic battle point is. Okay, everybody, I'm down for that. I want to learn what a strategic battle point is. Are you going to tell me? Maybe you are, maybe you're not. The Ba state. That's not it. The Barfield state? Busfield state? Bar state. There better be a good explanation for this. Term Borst condition. The term course condition. What? Condition the berms. The occurrence of problems during the race. All dirt racetracks are described by dirt condition dirt. Boundary condition. Not bar state, boundary. It would be boundary. Boundary condition word is word that refers to the condition of the racetrack that changes due to the weather. If the weather continues to be fine, it'll be in good condition. If the rains in the ground contains a lot of moisture, it'll become slightly heavy. It'll become slightly heavy. Become slightly heavy, or poor, making it difficult to run. The situation of the race related to the current troubles during the race. In addition, all dirt racetracks are represented by the boundary condition dirt. Wow. I would have never guessed that the boundary condition would be dirt. Okay, so we need to do let's get an explanation on this. Position represents the position the unit is during the race. There are 5 positions. Front, lead. So this would be lead. lead, front, back, last. In special circumstances, late start. Seem right. Front, back, and late. Wouldn't be late start necessarily, because I haven't seen that. Yeah, lagging. Be lagging behind. Position determined by the start of the race phase and be changed by change of position. Various information modification determined by the position you are in, such as the round increase value, the modification value deciding judgment. Some positions have a fixed number limit. The number limit of the front position is 1, while the number limit of the front in the lead position is 1, while the number limit front position is 2. There's no limit for further back. If more than one character tries to enter a positional limit, a positional judgment will be made. The decision modifier is literally a decision modifier that is added when the decision is made. When the judgment is made in front of the goal. The further back the position you are, the more severe the negative modifier you will receive. Okay, so position is a lot more about... So it's kind of like what I was thinking of. Where you are. So lagging behind is a special you're fucked condition kind of thing. And this is a stacking modifier throughout the entire thing. So you don't actually get anything for being in the lead position. You don't get a benefit. You just don't get a penalty. That's weird. I don't know if I like that or not. I do not know. That's... Yeah, I don't know if I'm down with that. That seems kind of weird. That's very weird to me. Because, yeah, so this is the... Who was the horse girl with the curse voice again? Her horse girl VTuber. Eris Von Jabberwock. If you Google horse girl VTuber, it's the red-haired one. So the interesting bit with this is that, like, again, I don't know if I like that or not. That's kind of weird. Because it's not necessarily a benefit. It's not a positive reinforcement, it's solely a negative one. So if you were in lead the entire time, it's just a straight 2d6. But someone who's been lagging behind is going to be like, oh yeah, here's like a negative like 15. Like, fuck you, you've lost. Like, sorry, asshole, like, you've just lost. Like, there's no way of recovering. It's Jover. It's fucking Jover. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Pace distribution. Hallelujah. Go. This is I'm gonna get this page done, and I'm probably gonna call it there because my throat hurts. And I've got stuff I gotta do tonight, otherwise known as read Other Sons. Other Sons is gonna be a weird game, I feel, because it is literally ancient BRP. So it's gonna be kind of interesting. I already know how the BRP case is gonna be laid out. It's gonna go by age, because I think that'll be kind of an interesting look at the evolution throughout the years. Pace distribution shows how the race is developing as a whole. There are 4 types of paces: slow pace, middle pace, high pace, breakaway. The pace distribution is determined by the character in the lead at the end of the round. Pace distribution is not decided by each character. The character in the lead chooses the pace. Each character moves their respective position to their respective position in that pace, and subject to the effects of that. Only the Great Escape pace. Is pace allocated. You can choose if he or she is. If you choose the breakaway pace, be sure to use the skill that allows you to do so. The pace distribution is position starts second corner, third corner. Pace is not changed. I'm not 100% sure what they're meaning yet. This is one of those things where I have a feeling I'm gonna have to like go back and reread a few sections where I think I'm seeing what they're putting down. I think I'm seeing what they are putting down. Yes. Because I think the idea is more that you are trying to, as the person in the lead, you're setting the pace. And if the pace is going slow, people can overtake you, but you're probably not burning yourself out. Yeah, you see, you hear the voice? Yeah, the voice was not vibing with me. I was not advibed. And do I know if that is the case? In case you are wondering, I do not know, and I will not inquire about it. Rounding up turn. I am a noble soul, with the heart of an emperor. I do not inquire about things that do not matter to me. The end of the round, except for the finish line position, specific increases the spirit occur. And the key eye. The round rise, the value of the round rise determine your position in the pacing. So yeah, it is your pacing does matter. Your pacing is going to be the thing that's going to burn you out. So if you have a distinct advantage, you don't want to, going a slower pace means you're kind of like lowering the overall speed of the race. The problem being is that you aren't going to get that key eye bonus that you might need. If you're barely holding on, you may want to wait. You may want to burn everybody else out before you burn out. That's pretty much the game plan. Is like, I'm going down here soon, but I'm sure as hell bringing the rest of you down to hell with me. That could be lead. I'm gonna say the lead. Make sure people kind of understand. Lead is gained when you finish around the lead position. If you gain the lead +1, you receive the lead +1 card from the GM. Lead +1 card can only use the decisive decision. The card adds +1 to the achievement value of the lead +1 can be attained by using certain skills and strategies. In addition to finishing the round in. So you're going to be, so getting actually it's a lead card. That's all it is. It's just like a card signaling that you are in the lead. All right. Or you have an advantage. It's literally a Benny card. That's really all it is. Not a bingo, bango, bongo. Bingo, bango, bongo, I don't want to leave the Congo out of na 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 na. It's a bingo, bango, bongo, I don't want to leave the Congo out of da da da. I have been watching a lot of Fallout 4 stuff recently, actually. Because Fallout 4 fascinates me as a game, by the way. It is such an interesting game to me. Why it's just like, how do you fuck up like this hard? Like all the little things, and just it's a fascinating game to actually look. There we go. Let's learn about strategic battle points finally. I will most likely rename strategic battle points to like strategy points or something. Easier. You may gain strategy points. Your position is backward or last as a result of some tables. Scheme. You get during the race and looking over the whole race atmosphere of the audience and keeping it cool. So yeah, your strategy is like you only get these if you're in the behind position. So you kind of want to be in the behind position if that's your game plan. It's like, hey, yeah, what's your strategy? Being like, my strategy is to win. Like, surprise. Actually, no. We need to put a column to the left. This. Merge cell. Let's see. 1 1 1 1 2 2 3 3. Part of me thinks that there's actual like significance to the fact that these are split apart. Another half of me is thinking that there is no significance and they are just fucking with me. That is it. That is entirely likely. The developers are just fucking with me. Get a lead +1. Strategic warfare skills. So yeah, you're literally getting skills at this point. That's weak. It's fucking. Acquire weak point. Nunny. Commander. Group impatient. Sudden flash of inspiration. High pressure. Push it to the limit. This stupid guy does not understand the importance of tables. Very unwise. Have no fear. We are only tables here. Oh, I see. Oh my god. What in God's holy name is going on in my server? What in God's holy name? No. Wait, okay, so we are here. Okay. I'm gonna make a wild guesstimate. If we maintain the same pace, because we've gotten pretty far. We're doing pretty good timing-wise. Like, it seems like we didn't get that much done, all things considering, but we did get pretty much... we pretty much went everything from here. We pretty much got about 17 pages worth of stuff done today. What really legitimately does need to occur at this point is just having to push as hard as possible through the ending. And there's going to be one day where we just do tape. Like this isn't even dealing with the cards. Like, the cards aren't going to be difficult. Here's the thing. I do not think the cards are going to be difficult. I think there's just going to be a lot of fucking cards. And, I mean, let me see. They have tables for all the cards? Yeah, it looks like they have tables for all the cards. Like, they have these tables, but that's not going to be that's not going to be the issue. I think the issue is going to be just getting every single thing possible and getting everything sorted out. I'd say we can probably do. There's. I would say we need 3 more episodes to really. I think we need 3 more episodes to kind of wrap this up nicely before we, mind you, this is before we enter consolidation. But once we hit, the thing is, like, hitting consolidation is not going to be difficult. I don't think that's going to be the hard part. Not at all. And I say this, it's not going to be the hard part, because, like, it's just getting all the little data kind of, like, hammered out. And just because the number of tables just slow things down. And I think, like, once we start going, everything's going to click really nicely in the page. Again, this is only a 104-page book. We were going to double the size of the book. Easy in its translation. But I'm feeling pretty good. Maybe not the fastest, but we did have kind of a slow. We kind of got held up in a few places, but I'm going to call it there. My name is Notepad, and I hope you had a wonderful time. I will talk to everybody tomorrow for more Nautomons. Got some stuff done. We're gonna try to finish up characters tomorrow. Characters were kind of the sticking point. I might work a little bit on that tonight. Don't know if I want. So thank you all. Godspeed. Good luck. And yeah.